world title eliminator in the men's middleweight category. He's got 11 fights and 1 draw and 1 loss in those 11 fights. So that means that he has lost only once and has won 9 times. And he competed in Rio 2016 Olympics. The last 2 fights were with Freeman Mavyonge. He won in a unanimous points decision. The other one was against Limbani Chikapa. Again, a unanimous points decision. He's had this misfortune of having opponents duck out of his fights, and had a recent, well, not too recent controversy in which a boxer from Ghana just didn't show up, and then later claimed that he had broken his fingers and couldn't fight him. So Rayton happily saw he's getting a little bit more fights here, and he's gone for the much older Mohamed Siebala of Uganda, who has 23 fights, 15 losses, 1 loss. The last 2 fights were a knockout over Charles Misanjo and another TKO over Magda Ahmed Suleiman. These are hard punchers in this middleweight category, with Rayton Okwiri boxing off the southpaw position. By now, you know what that is. He's got his right foot forward, which means that his heavier punch is the left punch, and he uses the right hand to jab more. While on the other side, Mohamed Siebala will be using the left hand to jab more, and his right fist is the stronger one that he uses for the finish. So this is a very, very important bout for Rayton Okwiri, as it is for Mohamed Siebala, because it's a Commonwealth eliminator. You move up the ranks closer to Commonwealth titles by winning this fight here. Okwiri on the right of your screens with the green attire. Siebala with his back to the ropes at the moment, and representing Uganda, which is a country that has produced some very, very good boxers over the years, especially in the amateur categories, and then turning into the professional ranks as well. So great expectations here. The hard left punch of Okwiri has come out twice in the last 2 moves that he has made, and jabbing with the right hand. Southpaw boxers can be very tricky, 2 orthodox punchers, because you don't know what side they're going to move to. And again, the left being the stronger of the finisher of the punches, you don't know when it's going to be unleashed. So great expectations here, Atanas. What do you make of this fight?
It's a hard fight. It's a hard fight, because I can see the Ugandan the Ugandan is not bad.
Well, I can tell you, Atanas is caught up in the rhythm of this fight. He can't even talk. He didn't tell us what the Ugandan is. He ended up just saying he's not bad. Now, does that mean he's good? And how good is he then? How do you describe the goodness?
As the fight goes on, we'll see.
All right, then. The referee is a coach as well, and notably has coached Fatuma Zarika before as well, as we break in after the fight. Now, this is a longer version of the fights that we have seen so far. This will go for 8 rounds. It's not 4, it's not 6, it's the longer of the rounds here. So again, some very heavy punching coming from Rayton Okwiri right at the onset, and forcing Mohamed Siebala to back up a bit and try and duck and not find out where he's going to. Oh, the crowd loves it here. They're giving the ultimate support to the home boxer Rayton against Mohamed Siebala. Well, Rayton trying to go for a 1-2 combination, still hasn't managed to release it so far. Siebala, the first to throw a couple of jabs that didn't get to the point, a heavy one to the abdomen, and Siebala buckles a little bit. Well, that's the left one that didn't quite connect. Mr. Odhiambo, the referee, forced to step in to ask them to break. That's a big swing coming from Rayton. That's what I was saying about the orthodox boxers. Very difficult to know whether it's releasing the right or the left, and both of them are hard punches. So you more often than not get caught up because you don't know which direction is going to, Atanas.
That's very true. But from what I'm seeing, Okwiri is not using his jab effectively.
Which jab? The right, on the right hand? The left.
The left.
No,
he's an orthodox. He's an orthodox.
No. He's a southpaw. He's a southpaw.
So
he can't
the
use
jab is the right.
Yes, so he can't use the left. That's what. So he's doing the right things. He can't use the left as the jab. The right is a jab, the left is a killer punch.
You know, the jab is now, the left turns to be his jab.
No.
Because he's a southpaw.
Champ, you're getting it wrong.
He's a southpaw.
No, because he's a southpaw, he jabs with the right.
Yeah, he jabs with the right.
Yes, so the left becomes the left is the killer punch.
He should jab more.
Yes, he is jabbing more. Yeah, you didn't get this one correctly. The left one is the killer punch, yeah. And that's what he's using at the moment. Siebala, on the other hand, has got the left as a jab and then the right as a killer punch. And he's using it as often as he can. Okwiri is also jabbing. You look at it and most of the time it's the right one that is going out.
And
the difference would be that, well, when the opportunity comes, then he jumps and then goes to the left.
Yeah.
That's Okwiri getting Bangar onto the corner. Siebala is almost ducking out of sight here. That's a difficult situation to get yourself into. When you duck too hard, you put yourself in a lot of danger. Well, Siebala comes in with a hard right-left. Okwiri then gets out of his grip to try and send in some jabs of his own. Well, Siebala looks very stocky as well, and he's got the experience as well. Well, you can see it on his legs that it's buckling a little bit. He's not as strong as you'd see it on Okwiri's legs, but that's because of the age as well. The age difference here is 6 years. Okwiri at 39 and Siebala.
He should also work if he's to win. Working is hitting.
Okay, not very good advice coming in for Siebala from the trainer here. So I think I'll give him my own advice that it should be stocky, it should be strong and go for a combination of jabs all the time so that it doesn't give a chance to Okwiri to be able to unleash that devastating left punch that he's doing. Because that is confusing Siebala completely. When the left comes out, Siebala doesn't know which one is going to be the killer punch now. That's a good left that came onto Siebala's face and resorted to holding just so that he can be able to, you know, he can be able to get out of it again. Well, a lot of holding in this, and that's because of the realization of the heavy punches. Okwiri again goes on the left. When he goes to the left punch, then Siebala is confused because he's expecting the jab to come from the right.
Exactly.
And Siebala must have trained knowing that the right jab is the killer punch. That's why he's expecting it all the time. When Okwiri starts on the left, you will notice Siebala will be confused. But when he goes on the right, now it's getting normal for Siebala. But when he releases the left, Siebala doesn't know exactly which side to go. That's Okwiri again. He's got the crowd chanting his name now. With the right jab goes onto the abdomen. The left, when it comes, Siebala is confused. He doesn't know which side to go. You've seen that. And that means Okwiri should use the left jab more.
Yeah, sure.
It's a good right left from Siebala. Shouldn't back himself into a corner all the time. Siebala will have difficulties. Oh, I think he's hurt. He's hurt here. I don't think he's going to go on. The referee has allowed him to stay up, but I think Siebala got hurt in an earlier punch, and he showed it. And now he's got to go for the 8 count. Yes, it's on the face there, and that's what hurt him. I don't know exactly what that fan is screaming at, but there was blood oozing off the left eye of Siebala, and that is why he stopped at that moment.
Yeah, he got a cut.
Yes, he got a cut, and he was hurt at that time. You're going to have to wait for a doctor to come and check that and see whether or not he can continue this fight. He's removed his gum shield. Okwiri is at the neutral corner waiting for anything to happen. So the doctors will be called into the ring to check on that and see whether he can go on or not. But those are heavy punches being traded in this fight, for sure.
For sure.
And suffice it to say that Okwiri releases the left jab, and you can see where it has gone. It's gone on to cut that face on that right side. That is obviously from the left jab, crossing over from his side. As Siebala is trying to get out of shot, it catches him on the left eye.
And furthermore, Okwiri is very strong.
He is strong. He is strong. But also as a southpaw, again, it confuses a lot of what is going on.
Exactly.
I think Mr. Mwenda Joka, that's the managing director of TV47.
Okay.
is soaking in the moment as it is in the ring. And this fight has been stopped. It's a referee stop contest. Siebala cannot continue because of the cut on his eye. And this was bound to happen because of the heavy punches that were being traded here. So Rayton Okwiri wins this one on a referee stop contest. well. The Africa Boxing Union middleweight champion Rayton Okwiri. We might just be able to see exactly where that happened. That was an uppercut, but by which time Siebala was already hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
By the time the uppercut coming, he had already gotten hurt and he was protecting himself from any further punishment here.
The referee didn't notice.
Well, Okwiri should not have gone to hit behind. I mean, it's of no consequence. It doesn't give you any points. It just makes you look bad as well. But he's already won this fight and he improves his pro record here. 11 fights on the part of Okwiri. It's the 12th one with 11 wins and now 7 of them on knockout and just 1 loss. Well, for Siebala, that's it. Okwiri last fought in Mauritius in 2024 against Freeman Mavogwe, and he won on points. And like I said earlier on, it's been difficult for him to get opponents around Africa for some reason. I don't know what's the reason. What would you know?
Maybe they don't want to fight him.
Why? You have mandatory fights to be able to get into championships.
You know, this professional boxing is a business. They don't want to lose.
But you have to mandatorily defend your title. So there is eliminations, and then there is challengers to the fight, and then there's a title fight. And it's a sequence that must be followed. So you can't say they don't want to fight him. It is obligatory for them to fight.
I think also the lack of promoters from before.
Maybe. I would agree to that. Maybe just the lack of the correct promoters to be able to bring this caliber of fights, you know. Maybe. But Rayton Okwiri is flanked by so many of his men. He works for the Kenyan prisons, and which also allowed their athletes to turn professional. And now we're into the ring, and we'll hear it from the ring announcer, Alex Makideu, for the official announcement on the proceedings in the ring. Alex, take it from here.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the eighth fight. The middleweight division. That was a Commonwealth title eliminator. The winner by technical knockout in the 3rd round, that's 2 minutes and 2 seconds, is Rayton Okwiri, representing Kenya on the red corner.